Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show, Wednesday, August 3rd, 2016. It's been the same scenario all morning. Yesterday, remember, the market went down and then they came back a little bit at the end of the day. But since this morning, the market is going sideways at the same level as we were yesterday afternoon. And it's pretty hard to know at the moment which side it's going to go, and I believe it's going to be on the downside, but I can really be wrong. We'll see whenever it happens, but it's still the same thing, up and down since this morning. If you look at the Nasdaq market, most of the market opened lower and then came back, but it's not breaking out. So we are testing right now once more the bottom of the day. So what happened is the Asian market became bearish last night. So the US dollar is bouncing back up. But if you look at the Nikkei market, the Nikkei market broke its short-term support, so it is a bearish cycle heading towards the support. And if you look at the actual trend, everything shows that it is the Japan market is just retaking its downtrend, beginning a new bearish cycle. And in China, it's about the same thing. Except that there it's an uptrend, but after that, the last bullish cycle, now we begin a new bearish cycle. And in London, the market is testing its short-term support. The SPY is testing its short-term support as well. And the Nasdaq, after yesterday's correction, is not really bouncing back, so it's very close to break to begin a new bearish cycle. And on the Dow Jones, there's some hesitation here, and but it's still following a bearish cycle. And when you look at both of those markets, you'll see that since mid July, which is about here and there, you see that the Nasdaq market went up as the Dow Jones went down, and you don't see that very often, as opposed to the SPY that went sideways and the TSX that went sideways. But still close to break down and follow the path of the Asian market. And in Japan, they said that it was a big deception about the program that the monetary program that they have, and because there's not enough government expense, and they say that's why the market goes down. And a little increase on the PMI in the Eurozone, and not change in England. And we had a bunch of financial results as well. Devon Energy is bouncing back. They had 19 cents, minus 19. They got plus 6, but 26% decrease in the sales. Electronic Art, we're expecting minus 3. They got plus 7, and the stock is doing nothing on it. And 3D System is bouncing back on its very, very important support here. And they were expecting 6 cents. They got 12, minus 7% in the sales. American International, AIG, 94 to 98. So that's why the stock is going up. And Kate Spade is very bizarre, because they were expecting 14 cents. They got 19. 13.9, so 14% increase in the sale. So why does the stock goes down that much? I don't know. And it's a pretty important situation. I wouldn't short a stock that comes out with a financial result like that. But let's go to the next. And Kroc is also going down a lot. They were expecting 15. They got 16, minus 6% in the sales. And Fitbit is reversing, breaking through an important resistance here, and reversing its downtrend on a heavy volume. And if you look at it on the very short term here, you see that we had a movement this morning, and just before, at the beginning of the previous show, the stock was breaking out over there, and it had reached the top of a second bullish cycle for the day. Shopify is also breaking out once more, beginning a new bullish cycle. They were expecting minus 8. They got minus, I don't know what. I can't read it. And Nobilis Health, 2 cents to 6 cents. The stock, it looks nice. We had it within the last these days here in the top 5 intraday on the marketgurus.tv, and the stock now comes back to a very important resistance level. It's its fourth attempt to break that. So I'd say that if the volume increases here past $3.80, it would be a very decent buy signal. And Turquoise is falling. They were expecting 1 cent. They got 1 cent, but minus 21% in the sales. And Rio Tinto reported its weakest financial result in 12 years, and they've reduced their dividend by 58%. And Biogen exploded yesterday, but is coming back today because there was a rumor of being bought by Allergan or Merck. But according to a few sources, it would be very not likely to happen that Allergan would discuss with Biogen. So it seems like the analysts are not believing in it. Allergan is still bouncing a little bit, and but while Merck is coming down, breaking through its support, but not reversing its downtrend yet. In the private ADP job, they had 170,000 before. They were expecting 165. They got 179. And the last news is on Petrolia. They said that there won't be any drilling on Anticosti Island in 2016 because the Innu community of Menga did obtain the guarantee from the part of the lawyers from hydrocarbons. So I don't know what is this. The hydrocarbons lawyer, and they said that the calendar was showing that there was no drilling planned for 2016, and they said that they may reactivate their injunction if they were. It's very hard to follow the file in that. Petrolia did sue the government to have the money they said they were going to have, and now they will have the money. We heard that last week. So they're going to get the money monthly to sustain their activities, they said. And but in other end, the community out there wants to keep blocking the project. So what's going to happen? Pretty hard to know. So let's see what the market has done while we were talking. One more bullish cycle again, but it's getting narrower. It's getting narrower. It goes as low every time, but doesn't come back as high every time. So we'll see. It may happen in the next few minutes, may not. So we had a little upward move on the crude oil today. And this was the inventory at 10:30. First it failed and then it came back. But still the crude oil is up. And but in most of the sector, it does nothing happening. Oh, now we have the technology that is breaking down. I was expecting more sector to do that because an hour ago most of the sector were coming back down, and we got a little pullback at the moment. So it's pretty hard to know. It's up and down, and the market has no direction for the moment. And it is such an important place right now, because we're sitting on support on Nasdaq, on the Dow Jones and the SPY and everything, and on the downside we're not very far from the beginning of a bearish cycle. And while the Asian market began this way, I'd be very surprised that we do not follow this movement, but I can be wrong. We'll see whenever it takes one direction or the other. After the break, I got a couple of answers here to answer, and feel free to send me yours.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Is 144? Okay. So the first question here I have is SYH sense of volume to buy. First of all, if you see the chart as I see it right now, this is a consolidation. So there was a 4-to-1. So actually, if you had that stock before, now from here to there was a 4-to-1 consolidation. So you had 4 times less shares, and they were worth 4 times higher. So, but now since this is there, I think what we have to do in order to keep it some logic on it. So from this point there where it was before, 1 to 4, and I'm going to split it. So that's the That's now how this stock should look like. Okay, so but we clearly see that what we have done here in this operation, we have multiplied the price by 4 before and divided the volume, but the recent volume remained the same. So we got the perfect logic here. So there was a very nice buy signal here, another one here, and just happened to have one like yesterday. And but you know, there's still a figure it out. This is still a 7 to 10 cent stock because it had consolidated. So, but take it as it is right now. Right now, it's following a new uptrend. And every beginning of something is a new buy signal. Right now it's not, because it's like sitting at its resistance here, so I would wait until it calms down. I'd like to see a sideways face formation of that type here. So let's presume that what I'd like to see here is either some maybe some more correction over here, or either a sideways movement right at the top here, and then a sudden breakout. While this is happening, the volume would remain low like this, and whenever we see a breakout at 45 cents, then you'd see a volume of like 300-400 right in the top of the chart volume for its average, compared to its average of volume. So a new big volume and a big nice quote. That would be then the time to buy. If you want to buy it right now, figure it out. I mean, they're all bullish cycle. It's all in uptrend. It's just that we're not at the beginning. We're at the beginning of the trend. We're not at the beginning of a new bullish cycle. So I think we have still some time and wait for a nice formation. That's what I would say. Bought MSL 176. 176, and it's now 170 on July 22nd. Must be here. Yes, of course. So when you bought it, it wasn't looking bad. Actually, it was a nice signal, and right here, you know, so we couldn't say nothing. You didn't do anything wrong there. The volume was increasing, and it seems to be good. That was for a short run, though. You know, something around 176, 180 to $2, because over here it would certainly make a top here on the first instance. So it's not the buy signal of the century the way it happened, because the potential is not that great. That stock would have been much more interesting a little bit later, because I don't think, if you look at the average volume here, that we were into something major. Okay, the breakout was a little bit timid, and the volume also. But for now, when you bought it there, the first thing you had to consider is, where am I going to go out if this thing fails? So it's here. Okay, at the most important support of 160. So you had a 16 cents risk there, and but right now it's still in a good situation. I think there are good chances to see the stock breaking out here, but 180 would be the buying, and under 160 would be a sell signal right there. So this is it for now, folks. Thank you very much for attending the show, and we'll catch you later.